Did you do part 2 on lesson?
I did. Have you
Okay.
done it?
No, I did all the homework and I did that quiz and I was just starting it, and because like parents stayed here forever and wouldn't go away, and my husband isn't home yet, and but I'm fine with doing that on my own. I don't have a problem with that, because I get it. I totally get it. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
I had to ask my son at one point, I'm not getting this number, because it's like I knew I should know how to do it, but I wasn't seeing it, and he finally showed me, and I'm like, okay, good. This is the thing that sucks about having a 52-year-old brain, is that it likes to play tricks. It's like, oh yeah, the information's there, but you can't access it, nanner, but you can remember all the names of the kids on the Brady Bunch. And, stupid, useless information. It's like, this is frustrating me. And then then tonight I'll go to sleep and dream about it and going, yeah, I knew how to do that. I did. But now it's going to let me access it, not when I wanted to. So anyway, joy of joys.
Okay.
Did you have any questions or challenges or things that you didn't feel like you were getting quite, or?
No, I think I got it pretty well. I know that I think I want to go back and watch the videos again just to solidify it a little more. But I think I got the gist of it.
Yeah, the applet's kind of fun, actually.
Yeah, I liked it. Did you use it?
Yeah, I actually downloaded it on my computer, and so I actually have it so that it is open right now, so we can share the screen if we need to on that. So yeah, and I figured out how to access it on my computer, so I found it where I downloaded it. For me, this is big. But I'm kind of figuring out how to use it and how to get the information. It's like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. And you know what I kind of liked about this is I feel like I've been reading these kind of graphs and information for years, because they'll send, I don't know what it's like in Utah or Idaho or whatever, but we have STAR testing for our kids, and they'll send the state testing, and they'll send home the graphs and say, well, they're in this percentile and they're this and that. So I feel like I've kind of been looking at that for years, but I feel like now I understand exactly what it is they're doing and how they got to those numbers and what that actually really means. And
cool.
So it's kind of helpful like that. So I kind of enjoyed that. And it's almost scaring me that I can say I'm enjoying math. Like, this is just not my forte. So,
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
This section was pretty easy with the little app, because a lot of it's just figuring out the z-score and just basic stuff, and then plugging that in.
Yeah,
was a lot of it. So
yeah, I'm kind of having fun tripping my dad out too, because he keeps calling and annoying me. So I'm throwing statistic words around that he doesn't understand, just to enjoy myself. I'm warped. But okay, enough with Grandpa. You don't want to hear about Grandpa drama. It's quite entertaining though. Joy of joys. So do you want to just go straight to the quiz?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alrighty then. Then I shall put up. Oh, you're not what I want. All right. I gotta figure out where the quiz is. Oh, wait. It's over here. For some reason, that's not showing. Okay, I'm opening the quiz. And, okay, if I open that, go back over here. Oh, wait. What is that? Where'd our pictures go again? Good gravy. This is getting nuts. Aha. I found my picture. Found my mugshot. Okay, now if I hit share, and where is it? Goodness gracious. I don't know if this is what I want. Nope, that wasn't what I wanted. Odd. Why did it do that? Let's see. If I go, Okay, do you see the applet?
No.
All right, that's not working. Okay. And I bet you see that?
I just see your document screen.
Oh, how silly this is. All right. And yet, what do you see there?
I just see you.
Okay, let's try this again. Interesting. Why is this not?
Do you have it pulled up and started, or?
I have it open, and there it is. Okay, I can see it there. Let's see. I'll try this again. If I cancel that. Aha. Aha, ha, 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 ha. Wah!
Oh, there it is.
Surprise! Okay, now. Okay, so you've got the shared part. All right, and I've just got it opened. So, okay. So, well, I completed the individual preparation part before attending the group meeting, quasi. So we'll leave that alone right now. I actively participated in this week's group meeting. I think we are. So I think we can handle that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The total area under a density curve must equal. Okay, I'll chime in.
Okay. Let me. I'm not sure on that one. Can I? I'm gonna try and pull up the. Oh my gosh, the textbook. Can't think.
Okay.
My computer is so slow whenever we do these group meetings. I don't know why.
Well, if you want to see slow, you should see my phone. I get so frustrated with it. I'm ready to walk into T-Mobile and go, fix it. It has an SD card in it. It shouldn't be slow. It shouldn't be out of space. Fix it. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I have 40 pictures on my phone. That should not slow my phone down, and I should not be out of space with 40 pictures.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, this is so dumb.
Do you have a Droid?
Yes, I do.
It's nice. I have an iPhone and you can't put an SD card in. Oh my gosh, it is being so slow.
Yeah, I used to have a Windows-based phone, and I thought it was a pain in the hind end. And so I thought, okay, we'll get the Android, and that would be faster and better. Because there's so many apps that are not available for a Windows phone that you have to have an Android or you have to have an iPhone for. I really don't see that it's any better. So I think maybe I'm just so technically challenged. The phone senses it and says, I'm going to mess with you. Do you want me to give you the answer, or do you want to keep looking?
Like, want to get it open so I can look and see, so I can just like follow along. But my computer is just like angry.
Or maybe all the roommates are on at the same time and they're using up all your speed.
It could be.
So how many roommates do you have?
There's 6 of us in total in this apartment.
So you have 6 rooms, 3 rooms that you each share, or?
Yeah, so there's 5 other girls.
Okay.
It's fun. It's crazy sometimes.
I'm going to ask a nosy question, and the reason I'm asking is because we bought a house in Cedar City for my daughter because she's going to school down there, and so we're renting out rooms. So my question is, for a shared room there in your apartment, what do you pay I'm kind of curious if we're in the same ballpark.
For
You
the
can tell me that out if you
semester,
want.
yeah, I just pay it all up front at the beginning of
Okay.
the semester, and I think it was $9.25, something like that.
And that would be approximately 4.5 months, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's about equal because we were renting for a shared room. We're doing 200 a month for a shared room. So that's about right. That's about the same.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to see if we were in the ballpark or if we're off or what. Okay. Thank you. It makes me feel better.
Oh, good. Yeah, that actually sounds like a really good price. Like, sounds fair.
Yeah, because it's, I've never been a property owner or a landlord or
Uh-huh.
slumlord, as my sister liked to call me. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So it's been interesting. So, like we have one ghost resident where she just rents the room. She pays the 200 every month because she lives with her boyfriend and she just wants to have a place in case it doesn't work out.
Uh-huh.
So it's like cool. So the girl who supposedly shares the room with her has got the room on her own, but yet the shared rate. We're like, okay, that works. As long as she shows up and pays, I don't care. It kind of makes it easier on the bathrooms too.
Yeah. How many bathrooms does it have?
2. It's the funkiest house. It has a walkout basement that's previous owners had made into an apartment. So there's actually a door you can close, and it can be 2 completely different apartments. Or what we did is we opened that up so there's free flow between all both. So it's kind of like 2 3-bedroom apartments. So there's like downstairs there's a full kitchen and bathroom and 3 bedrooms, living room area, and then upstairs you've got the same thing. It's a 1 bathroom, 3 bedrooms, living room, kitchen type thing.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of amusing because they've put a washer and there's a washer and dryer kind of outside in a carport they kind of closed off, so it's kind of the laundry room. And my daughter learned that liquid laundry detergent can freeze. Who knew?
Oh.
Nothing we've ever dealt with in California.
Oh gosh.
Guess for the winter you might want to stick with
Yep.
butter.
That definitely happens here. I've had lotion freeze in the car.
It trips me out when we went there last time. It was single digits, and you go to the car and the water bottles are frozen in the car.
Uh-huh.
That
Yeah.
doesn't happen in Southern California, okay? We're dying if it's 50 degrees. Everybody's bundling up in jackets.
See, and that's when we start to we move from being in coats to jackets.
Oh god, so funny.
Yeah. Okay, I found it. So it's 1, right?
Correct. Yes, it
Okay.
is. Okay. I just don't want to monopolize, so I'm
Okay.
trying.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. Next one. Under certain circumstances, a density curve can drop below the x-axis. What do you think?
It's false, isn't it?
Correct. Okay. Okay. Number 5. A normal density curve is symmetric.
It's true.
Correct. Okay. Yay. Okay, now we've got this cute little applet here. And we're supposed to use this to answer. Okay. 6. And you can see the applet, right?
I can see the one that's on the quiz, but I don't see
that's what I'm looking at. Okay.
Okay.
Which of the following elements of the figure represents the z-score on this image? That would be C.
C.
Okay. 7. Which of the following elements of the figure represent the probability that the oh, dang, where'd I do that? I scrolled. That the z-score will be greater than 1. I'm sorry, what was that? Which of the following elements? Oh, that would be B. Do you concur?
Oh, okay. I had to look at what the letters were pointing at. Yeah, it's B.
Okay. All right.
I was confused because like the C looked like it was pointing at that thing, and I was like, wait, that's the Z-score.
Yeah. Okay. According to the 68, 95, 99.7 rule, what proportion of the data from a bell-shaped distribution will be within one standard deviation of the mean? That would be the 68. Are you concurring with that?
Yeah.
Okay. 9. Suppose that z-scores come from a standard normal distribution. Use the normal applet to answer the question. What proportion of the values from this random variable will be between -1 and 1? What in the world? Under the normal, what proportion of values? From what random variable? Are they? That's 6 and 7. I don't know. I'm not sure where they want you to get numbers. Is it just me or is that confusing?
I'm a little confused.
Okay, because these scores are supposed to come from a standard normal distribution, right? And use the normal applet to answer this question. What proportion of the values from this random variable will be? Oh! Between 1 and -1.
Are those?
Okay, between 1 and -1, that wouldn't that be
So-
the? Okay, I think I got it. Okay. What proportion of the values will be? Okay. That's the values that are going to be in there is 68% of the values, right? Between the -1 and the 1, because that's one standard deviation away. From the
I'm a
mean,
little
right?
confused still on that one.
I think they're trying to confuse us. I mean, if you look at it, if you look at the applet they've got up there, it's where the red lines are, right? Is between -1 and 1, right?
Was it?
So but instead of giving it in a percent, I think they want it in a decimal, which would be 0.68, wouldn't it? Doesn't that make more sense?
Maybe I need to pull up the applet. That might help me. So is it saying? Are they?
All they're asking is what percentage of what proportion of the values will be between. Okay. So it would be, because that's 68%, that would be 0.68, right? That would be 0.68. And the next one would be 0.95. They're just asking it in a funky way, using the standard deviations, going back to the 68, 95, 99.
Okay.
So I think that's what we're looking at.
Or is it? Are they saying? Are they giving those numbers as the z-scores?
No, they're not. They're not
totally
giving
lost?
us. They're not giving us a value for
Okay.
the z-scores. They're just saying what is the percentage that's in between there, right? And so when we go one standard deviation out, we get 68%. So that's 68, that's 0.68 of the data, right? That would be the proportion of the values, or the proportion of the data is in there, right?
Okay, I think I'm following.
And then the next question follows the same thing. So if we're going to go out another standard deviation to -2 and 2, now we're going to have 95%, or we're going to have 0.995 of the values of whatever it is that we're looking at. And then number 11 goes to the same thing. Now they're taking it out 3 standard deviations. And that's where we get the 99.7%, only they want it in a decimal, so it's 0.997.
Oh, okay. I think I see now.
Yeah, they're just asking it in a really funky way.
Well, because they say to use the app.
Yeah, so if you, yeah. So I think they just asked it in a funky way.
Okay.
Okay, so 12 is look carefully at your answers to the last 3 questions. What do you observe? The values match. Well, that's what I used. The z-score increases. The area between -z and z decreases. No, the area wouldn't change. The probability is double. Please tell me I answered that correctly. Now I'm doubting myself. Now I'm totally doubting myself. Oh shoot. Okay, don't take this test the same time I am, so if I totally blow it, you don't blow it with me. Okay. Okay, I'm putting the values match the 68, 95, 99.7 rule because to me that makes sense.
Okay.
And if I'm wrong, we will find out. And we will save you. Okay. The next one, the amount of protein that an individual must consume is different for every person. Okay. There are solid theoretical ideas that suggest that the protein requirement will be normally distributed in the population of the United States. The protein requirement is given in terms of the number of grams of good quality protein that must be consumed each day per kilogram body of weight. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, the population mean protein requirements for adults is 0.66 grams of protein per kilogram for the body of weight, wherever the okay, and the population standard deviation is 0.07 grams. Use this information to answer questions 14 through 7. Okay, so the first one is what proportion of the population have a protein gram requirement that is less than 60 grams per, give your answers. What proportion of the population have a protein requirement? Less than? Okay, well, if 60 is the mean, right? No, wait. The population mean is 66. And the deviation is 0.07. Okay, they're going to make me totally have to think on this, aren't they? Joy. Okay. Okay, this is going to be 6.66. And our standard deviation is going to be 0.07. Having fun yet?
Yeah, I love this stuff.
Okay. 2. Yeah. All right, so the question is, what proportion of the population have a protein requirement that is less than 60? Okay, 60 is at the -1, right above the -1. Okay, so then don't we want to find a z-score for that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna go 60 minus 0.66 equals divided by 0.07 equals.
Oh, was it 66 or 65?
66.
Okay.
0.66.
So we take
And that is
0.60.
totally wrong. Okay, I punched something in wrong. Okay, let's see. 0.60. No, come on, Lisa. 0.60 minus 0.66 equals, and then we're going to divide by 0.07 equals, that is much better. So
Oh,
our
I see
score
what I
is
did.
a negative 0.857.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, so, but now we're going to have to go to an applet, right?
Yes.
Because they want to know just the proportion, which somewhere on here.
The proportion that is it less? Is what they said?
Okay. Yeah, less than. So it says our z-score is a negative.
Uh-huh.
There is 0.857. Enter. Get you out of there. And I come up with
0.1957?
Yes, that's what I come up with.
Okay.
Okay, where did I go? Oh, aren't we good? Well, this would have been entertaining with Cindy, huh? Actually, miss her. She cracks me up. Okay.
He's so funny.
He is. Okay. What proportion of the population have a protein requirement that is more than 60? Okay, so we can go back to the same applet and just color in the other colors and get rid of that one. Or we can actually minus it from the one.
From 1, yeah.
So it's 0.8043 is what I came up with.
That's what I've got.
Okay. Well, if he's listening to this, at least he can hear we knew how to do it both ways, right?
Yeah.
Although I can't imagine wanting to listen to these over and over.
Oh, and like how many groups and students he has? Ugh, I would not want to do that.
Talk about not having a life. Good grief. I would hope that he would just skim through it and know that we were talking. Okay. 15. What proportion of the population have a protein requirement that is less than 70?
So we need to figure out the new z-score, right?
Correct.
Where did my phone disappeared?
Okay. Oh, you're using your phone? I actually went and got a calculator yesterday because I got so tired of having to use the phone. Okay, this is one, and
Okay.
back to the applet.
I got 0.5714.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
So I got 2.
What was the question again? Was it less or?
It was more. Oh, let me see. I got to go back to there. It was protein requirement that is less than 70. Okay. So color in my I've got 0.7160. Let's see if you concur.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Okay. 0.7160. Okay. 16. Find the probability that a randomly selected person will have a protein requirement that is between 0.60 and 0.70. Hint, remember that to find the area between the two values, shade to the left of each z-score. You calculate, then subtract the smaller area from the larger area, blah, 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 blah. Okay, make sure your answer is positive. This is the probability that a randomly selected observation will lie between the two values. Give your answer as a decimal, accurate to 3 decimal places. Well, that was fun. Okay, all right, let's see. Protein between...
Not sure that I really understand what that's asking.
Okay, well, let's see. I'm looking back to what we've already done, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you go back to the questions they've already asked, we already know what proportion of the population is less than 70, which is the 0.7160, right? And then the next question, the next part is, we want to know what's between 0.60 and 0.70 between those two. Now, we already know what proportion of the population is less than 60. So we subtract that.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just like overthinking that again.
Okay, I'm glad that my brain is working right now. It may not have been happy earlier, but if it's working now, I'm good. 1957. I come up with 0.5203. How about you?
I'm still putting it in.
Okay,
You got 0.5203?
I did.
Okay, that's what I got.
Okay. Yeah. Normally I might have looked at that and tried to find it all by myself again. I'm thinking that just doesn't make sense. I already gave us the info. Find the 35th percentile for the protein requirement for adults. Okay, so we can go back to the applet for that and put in the area as the 0.35. Enter. And all right, this is the part where it got really interesting. Okay. Okay. This part I ended up asking my son, what the heck was I doing? Okay. 8. Okay. Trying to remember how to. Thinking. Okay. Let's go. Let's see. 38th percentile. 30th. Okay. Standard deviation. Okay. 5.385 times 0.095. Okay. I think I got it. Okay. Are you working on this, finding the 35th percentile?
Yeah, I was just like looking at the book again and trying to reread, figure out what you need to know.
Okay. Let's see. Because what I ended up doing is I took the z-score,
Mm-hmm.
and I multiplied that times what the standard deviation is. So that tells us what that space is from the first standard deviation to what the z-score is. Does that make sense? Did you actually hear that?
Did he say, "Where's my dinner"?
He did.
Yeah, I heard.
We watched. Oh God, what is that stupid movie? I can't think of the name of it, but where it's like that kid goes into the TV show and it's all black and white and it's a 1950s show. Yeah, and I'm online. Goodbye. Yes, he's acting like the 1950s husband. Goodbye. Yes, we've heard you every time. Anyway, what a goofball.
Oh man.
Anyway, because I did the putting the numbers in on the standard deviation, so we know that going down. How do I want to put this? The first standard deviation away from going in the negative is 0.59, and then the difference between that one and the z-score, I got 0.02695. So I added the 0.59 to the 0.02695. Does that make sense?
Okay, I was working it out on my calculator, so I didn't miss. I missed some of what you said. So say that all again.
Okay,
You have the z-score.
so yeah, the first thing I took the z-score for the 35% that I took off the applet, being at the 35% because I put it in at the area, and I took the z-score times what the standard deviation is.
Okay.
Okay, and that came out at 0.02695, or at least that's what I got. And what the space that what that gives us is the number that's between the first standard deviation and the z-score.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so at the first standard deviation, we have 0.59, and then we're going to add the 0.02695 to it so that we know what our number is at the 35 percentile.
Okay, wait, where did you get the second number that you add in? Where is that?
The 0.59?
Yeah.
That's our first standard deviation, because our mean was
okay.
66 and the standard deviation was 0.07. So the first standard deviation away was 0.59.
Okay.
What I ended up doing to start this whole thing, I did the little number line with our little standard deviations and put the values in. So so it gave me a place to start. And our 35 percentile is between the first standard deviation on the negative side, going down. Obviously it's 35. So
Okay.
that's what I came up with. I came with
The 0.61595.
I have 0.1695.
Okay.
We'll see if I'm right. Oh, good grief. Find the 80 percentile for the protein requirement for adults. They hate us. Okay, let's make it more difficult. Okay, back up to our applet. And
They
now
said 80.
Yeah, so now we're going to do 0.80. Enter. Okay. Okay, so that's going to give us the z-score of 0.842. Okay. 42 times 0.07 equals, and calculator's off. That doesn't help. Okay.
And just turned off too.
Okay, so for that, let's see, I'm getting 0.0589. I'm not taking it out any more digits than that. Plus
Okay.
66. 9, 8. Okay, I'm getting 0.7189.
I messed up somewhere. Hold on.
Oh.
Dang it.
Well, son of a nun. Let's try that again. I just did. Oh, interesting. Okay. I went ahead and submitted the answers.
Yeah.
And we were off on one, which is
Okay.
number 17, which is the one we did the 35 percentile. And I think that I figured out what I did wrong.
Okay.
I didn't put the negative in. I didn't take the negative 0.385, the negative
Oh.
z-score, And so I came up with a different answer when I put in the negative.
Okay.
So when you do the test, I want you to come up with the right answer. So I came up with 0.6219. Now, did he say he would let us take this again?
I don't think so. I feel like there should be, though. And I feel like on the homework there should be like a where you can like save it, so you don't. It's like you can come back to it.
It'd be nice.
Yeah, I would love that. Okay, if he watches, he needs to listen to that part.
Let's highlight that, okay?
Note this. All right, I think I'm good.
Okay. All right, I'm doing the. Okay. See, I can stop sharing and go back to live event. Oh no, I don't want to go back to that. I want to go there and there. I am slowly getting this figured out. What do you know?
You seem to be doing great to me, so.
Okay, so do you want to be the boss next week? Unless we figure out otherwise?
Do we just want to shoot for Tuesday again?
Yeah, that works for me. Tuesday, Thursday generally, unless we have something else jump in the way.
Okay, let's go for Tuesday. Same time.
Same bat channel?
Okay.
Are you too young for that?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
The old Batman, the way old Batman with guy. You know, where they were in the tights and it was Biff Bam, you know, that stuff. At the end of each episode, they would say, you know, come back, same bat time, same bat channel, you know, to find out the rest of the episode. So anyway, yes, I'm seriously dating myself, but with Netflix, there was a chance you could understand me.
It's true.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to probably go and watch that now.
You know what? It's incredibly campy, and I love it. And one of the things, you know, watching it as a kid, I just thought it was, oh, this is fun, all these bright costumes. But you go back and watch it as an adult, man, there's a lot of sexual innuendo in there that I missed as a child. Really? Yes, which makes it even more hilarious.
I noticed that too, actually. Like, I'll watch movies from like when I was a kid, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, we just watched like Road to El Dorado the other day, and I was like, oh man, there's some stuff
I don't
in
think
there.
I've ever seen that one. But yeah, I have the Batman movie, and it's really kind of fun because in the opening scenes, they're panning the city, which is supposed to be Gotham City, but it's actually LA, and you can see the LA temple when they pan. So, and where they're supposed to be fighting a shark out in the bay is actually in Santa Monica. So yeah, I find it really funny since every time it's like, yeah, there's the temple. Okay. So anyway, cool. If you ever watch the original Batman movie, and we're not talking, you know, the stuff they put in the theaters now, but the whole costume with okay, I want to say Burt Ward and oh my gosh, I can't remember their names now, the original actors, but yeah, the whole 1960s version. And okay. And be prepared to laugh your head off and how campy it is and how ridiculous and so forth. So, and everything's labeled, you know, this is the bat, you know, it's the Batmobile, and it's the Bat Cave, and it's the Bat dustpan, and it's the Bat, you know, Bat shark repellent, and yeah, it's really silly. It's really silly.
Is that on Netflix?
I don't know, because we canceled Netflix about 3 years ago, but it's worth a shot. Okay,
I will look into it. I have a roommate that loves Batman, so.
Well, enjoy.
All right.
All right, I will see you Tuesday. Have a fabulous weekend.
You too.
Hey, thanks, man. Bye.
Bye.